Have I ever told you how bad these are? They're terrible. They're from Costco. I got them for a field shoot. I got like cases and cases of them because they were cheap. And I was like, ooh, cool, juice boxes. It'd be good, like a quick power. It's not soda and it's still flavored. Horrible. Unless they want to sponsor us, in that case, they're great. Refreshing. Never heard back from Corey, so I was like, did I just delete everything? I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Trying to be entertaining for a video camera. Wrong account on my part.
Upcoming events. All events.
Past
events. Can you find the abatement tax?
Yeah.
Abatement.
All the events.
Yeah, I think that's actually the kiss of death. If any capital raised by a media group ends up with them either going bankrupt or getting acquired for pennies on the dollar later on.
Like Vice.
Yeah. Or TechCrunch, or Mashable, or ReadWriteWeb.
5 hours later.
Every AOL property ever. Like it literally is a littered road of exactly this. Yeah, for sure. That's about all I got to say about that.
So basically, don't capital raise, but
No,
the reason they're
The
still
reason
able
why
to
they're
make
capital
money.
raising is because they're not profitable.
Yeah, I saw your Telegram newsletter about Sam Bankman-Fried. Like, hey, what did I do? Let's just throw it out. I ruined hundreds of thousands of people's lives. It's not a big deal. I'm trying to take newsletters that I'm getting that I normally just don't read, or like, hey, I don't have time, and throwing them in ChatGPT to summarize for me.
A bunch of great jokes in that one.
But that's what I'm trying to do is like, because I changed that one Slack channel to general to where, you know, if something's relevant or interesting, like, hey, check this out. Like there was one I just saw that wasn't really relevant to share, but it was basically how platform era is over. How, you know, Facebook and social media is where you come across independent journalists could have an article and it could go viral on Facebook and help blow it up. But now, you know, Facebook has throttled all those down. So where there's really no virality in independent journalism unless it's, you know, YouTube or Twitter or something else.
It's been that way for a minute though.
So if y'all recall, on Friday we had a little mishap. This is locked. What, aren't you about to get foot surgery? Won't happen again. Key is in the door. I don't know, this doesn't even need a lock on it. But yeah, just seeing if we could replace the trim with the same trim for now. It'll settle.
Lunch! Alright, I'll be downstairs. Lunch.
I hope they have tacos. I like tacos.
What I hear is an opportunity to cultivate a relationship with some of these people. That way, the PR situation could be an actual billable thing in the future.
Follow up with all the authors that did do the write-ups. As a former journalist, I remember the names of about 4 or 5 PR people, and they were the ones that actually worked to build a relationship, not just disappeared when the article was written.
You send them a card, hey, thanks for that.
Just say, hey, you know, thanks for the write-up, we really like it. You know, just journalists don't get paid much, so you have to pay them in compliments.
That's a neon sign, if ever.
Right.
I don't get paid enough, pay me in compliments.
Right. Yeah, but that's why they'll remember you.
What about that other one? Active advanced script. Oh, we don't know if they've paid or not.
Yes.
Okay, I will confirm that. All I wanted to know. That doesn't apply. That song doesn't apply for All I Want to Know. I was thinking, all I wanted to know, and I was like, oh, no. No, they don't. Those messages don't cross. You're doing a great job. I was talking to Tyler and Mark.
Good job.
Hey, but you do all right too. Did you eat today?
I'm about to. It's only 1. It's better than yesterday. Have you eaten today?
I did eat.
Okay. I was expecting the answer to be
Very
no.
healthy French toast.
It was a very whole grain French toast thing.
Was it good?
I mean, it's French toast.
Okay.
It's delicious. It was quacking delicious. You know, I think my Instagram account made its way to some sort of Reddit thread for like bears, because I'm getting a lot of like lovely compliments from dudes from around the country, and they're liking like every post. It's like, man, hey handsome, hey sexy, and I'm like, sup? But you know, I mean, it's cool. It's lovely. Any attention's good attention, right? Not quite the not quite the demographic I was going for. You know,
Getting paid in compliments.
that's the storyline for this one. Getting paid in compliments. No salaries this week, only compliments.
I mean,
Can you pay for rent and compliments?
Back to work now. All right, see you guys.
I didn't start it, but I think I started the group. Problem is there's a bunch of scammers and fake profiles and whatnot. You can say hi to, hi to Tyler.
Oh, hey, Tyler, did you know that everything is content?
You're not wearing your shirt? You don't have a mug? I mean, what the...
I'm wearing my...
How are you? It's a work day and you're not wearing something. Yeah, he's got his Everything's Content sweatshirt. I got my Everything's Content shirt. I've got an older generation of HB Yetis.
I've never received any sort of work attire.
Really? How is that possible? Well, next time you're in, we'll get you all the
Pretty
shirts.
informal.
But you got a Yeti though, right?
I did, but that was as a gift from the podcast.
Well, next time you're in the studio, we'll get you a sweatshirt. We'll get you some shirts that fit. If somebody wants to buy it online, they can always, send me money and I'll send you a shirt. I don't know. I'd rather do it right in the middle. That way we can decide from there, like if the next one we want to go earlier or we need to go later, Or it's May 9th and we just say, screw it, let's go June 1st.
All right, I'll see you here shortly then.
Yeah, see you at 15. I am so parched. I need to write this person an email first, though.
Trying to brainstorm. I think it'll come to us, but something.
If we're gonna go with the synthwave, vaporwave thing, maybe we should be using stuff that's thematically related to that stuff.
Merge channel itself. That's a good title for that roundtable.
Yeah. I don't tell you. Quack out the name of the company. Is talking about dropping $15K a month to do a talent and sourcing pulse.
Just short stuff.
Well, that and something to build on top of. But yeah, $15K to sponsor the category. Remember I said this whole this business thing, right? Whenever they say, instead of you doing cutaways to B-roll, you're doing cutaways to them scrolling on a news article or highlighting a quote or whatever it is.
I mean, that's what
Basically, everybody in the room is helping live edit the story.
Right. That's just a different thing than like a scripted explainer video. But that's the reason we go live with like Jess and talk about the current events of the day, and that's my bread and I love doing that.
Right.
And that's a whole nother
You can get the same audiences, but the goal has to be to keep it tight. Right, so it's not you come in there and you're like, okay, let's discover this news together.
Right,
a major news story is breaking.
The
round, whoever's going to be on the round table, go and spend 15 minutes researching the story. Come with your links, have your talking points ready to go, and just come in and we'll squeeze them in as we get. That's how you could get the live edit and actually it feels compressed. And everybody's got 15 minutes to talk about the whole thing because the whole thing's going to be only 15 minutes long. So keep your comments short. If you've got more to add, then tough.
I saw that. I'm like, okay, we're meeting right away. Sounds good.
No.
Yeah, today. Hey, Tyler.
So, just because we haven't talked, this is an initial call. We are working on a large event in November in Fort Worth on November 16th and 17th, 2023. It's going to be at the Fort Worth Convention Center. Our goal is 1,500 attendees. It's going to be executive, B2B type, technology based. And Freeman is our production company. And we were at another event in Austin, unrelated, and they happened to be there. So they took us out to dinner and we were just, they were doing the schmoozing, which is great. And one of the conversations was, how do you make it interactive? How do you connect? How do you make it where it's inviting for people to make deals happen? Then we got about a 3-hour education on brain date.
Who did you meet with? Was it Spencer? Or
it was Lisa.
Leslie.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't 3 hours, but she spoke y'all's praises a lot.
More free pass or things like that, or a certain type of exhibitor, which sounds weird to say, but it happened at this one.
The entire day for all of these time slots.
It's fun to talk to a young guy every once in a while, or gal, or whatever. I'm just saying in terms of, do we care to, segregate conversations? Do we care about that? Or do we, like you said, you democratize it and make it welcoming to everybody? And again, it's not a welcoming to everybody, it's just, you see where I'm going with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything.
You're not being an asshole. They're all legitimate questions.
Hell yeah. Everything is vaporwave.
They're exactly what deliverables he's expecting. He was asking about overall style. All he had said.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can look at the style guide, get a sense of.
The TBC Summit channel. me see something that's in the trim. I think Ryan tagged you on one of the threads in there that's talking about it.
Need a camera. You're gonna be done with that camera at 5, right? Probably.
Oh, yeah. You can take out once I.
Good seeing you guys.
The budget works, if we can get sponsorships to pay for it, and figuring out how we can actually make it work. I know 110% we want it, unless Tyler's like giving me the, I don't know what that face means. Is that like, no, we hate this?
No, I'm just listening.
Yeah, but I think we were sold by Lisa before we even had a call, and then it's just logistically finding out how to make it work. They're not that bad. It's just now it's just a chore to drink them just to get them out of the refrigerator. Because I would never throw them away because that would be, my grandfather would kill me. He would get out of his grave and be like, in my day, you had to eat and drink anything that was on your plate. Because, depression era. He didn't suffer from depression. He lived through the depression. Make sure I have to. He did have dementia in the end though.
So maybe he enjoyed it.
The lessons were, if you put it on your plate, you ate it, put it in your cup, you drank it.
Starving children in Ethiopia is what I was always taught. And for some reason, that means I have to eat everything on my plate.
They should have got a ride to the place you were eating, right?
Or if we could have just sent half of what was on my plate to Ethiopia and they wouldn't be starving children.
You'd have to pay taxes and tariffs and all that stuff on that.
You're saying he's not willing to pay that? Who do you think Mark is? What do you think so lowly of Mark?
10-year-old Mark wouldn't pony up 15 cents out of his allowance to send some food
For
to
10
Africa?
cents a day, you too can save.
For me, I'd more think of when I have leftover on my plate, I'm like, I'm very full now, but also I'm like hungry all the time and I wish I had this food. So I'm like, I'm just get it down,
To me, it's a badge of honor when there's food left on there. It just gets thrown away and nobody gets to enjoy it. In your face, poor people, homeless people, people from around the world that have the 99%ers.